So you're wanting to move to West Palm Beach, Florida, and you don't want to be living in a golf course type community or any cookie cutter type. So you're wanting to move to West Palm Beach, Florida, but you don't want to live in a cookie cutter type neighborhood. You want to be close to downtown. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 important historical neighborhoods close to the downtown area in West Palm Beach. Stay tuned. So if you want to know everything there is about what it's like to live, work, eat, sleep, and play in the Palm Beaches of South Florida, especially West Palm Beach, then this is a channel for you. Now be sure and hit that like and subscribe button, ring that bell down below, because we're putting out new content every week and you don't want to miss out on that. Now we get people reaching out to us every day and we absolutely love it. So if you want to get a hold of us, you can reach out by phone, text, email, heck, you can even send a message in a bottle because that works too. So go ahead, give us a call.
Call me.
A text, an email, any way you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back if you're thinking of moving to the Palm Beaches of South Florida. So the first one I'm going to show you is Flamingo Park.
So Flamingo Park, the border is on the western edge is Parker Avenue, on the north edge is Palm Street, and then on the little bit of the east edge, it's kind of an L shape to its east edge is Dixie Highway, and then right here is Flamingo Drive, and then going south
down to Georgia Avenue
for a little bit, and then it shows Upland Road. So it's really easy to get to right off of Belvedere. And I'm going to show you the downtown area, how close you are. You can see some other key points. Here's West Palm Beach. Here's the downtown area. Clematis is right there. Rosemary Square is over here. Airport's right here. So you're really, really close to the airport. You want to get the airport from there? 5 minutes. And then here's Mar-a-Lago is right here. Donald Trump is in town right now. I know that for sure. I saw his jet at the airport the other day. And then here's Palm Beach. Here's the breakers up here.
Now, Flamingo Park is more up and coming, and all these neighborhoods have been there for a long time. They've all been there since the early 1900s. So the biggest building boom there happened really in the 20s and 30s in all of these neighborhoods. A lot of frame houses here with frame and stucco. So I'm going to take you through the neighborhoods. I'm going to drive through them. But first, let me tell you a little bit about Flamingo Park. It's got quite a bit of history in the architecture. So you're going to see Mission, you're going to see Mediterranean Revival, you're going to see Craftsman, Colonial Revival, Art Modern. There's just a wide variety there. If you're looking for something that's not cookie cutter, this is definitely the neighborhood, as is all 3 of these neighborhoods. Now the price ranges there run about $500,000. You might find something under 5 at this point, but it's very rare. And usually that's going to be 1,000 square foot house that really needs a lot of work and a lot of updating. If you find one of those that are like 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 square feet that are updated and in tip-top shape, you're going to be paying around $600,000-700,000, maybe $800,000. And when you get into the bigger houses, like the 2 stories in that, the prices go from $1 million on up to, I don't know, about $1.6 million, $1.7 million, somewhere around there. And it really depends on what part of Flamingo Park's in. If it's further west, it's probably a little bit less. If it's further to the east, it's probably going to be a little bit more. That's the price points in Flamingo Park. So let's take a drive, and I hope you enjoy it. And then we'll come back and we'll take a look at Grandview Heights and El Cid. So this is Flamingo Park. One of the things you're going to see in all these neighborhoods, you're going to see a lot of teardowns and rebuilds going on, just a lot of renovations. So sit tight and take a look. So the next place we're going to head to is Grandview Heights. Now, Grandview Heights actually shares the border on the south end with Flamingo Park. And so you just basically drive north of Flamingo Park and you'll end up in Grandview Heights. So it's bordered by Palm Street on the south end. On the east end, it's bordered by Dixie Highway, or US 1. And on the western edge, it's bordered by Parker Avenue. And on its north border, part of it is Okeechobee, and it actually jumps across Okeechobee and includes the Kravis Center of Fine Arts. Just south there is the Palm Beach County Convention Center. So it is actually the largest of the three neighborhoods that we're going to look at today. So the price points in Grandview Heights basically start at about $500,000 and get up there in the $1 million plus price point. And if you get something that's, really a very large property, 3,000, 4,000 square feet or something, or 2,500 with a guest house, you could be talking more in the $2 million price range. It's very similar, has very similar architecture as Flamingo Park, but it's mostly made up of craftsman and mission type bungalows. So there's also some townhouses there on the very north edge, some multifamily and apartments over there. But most of the area in Grandview Heights, as with the other three neighborhoods, are single family homes. So now let's go take a look at Grandview Heights. To my favorite of the three, and obviously it's the most expensive. Obviously it's a little bit nicer neighborhood as far as how it looks, the aesthetics in that.
Now you can see El Cid is just kind of across in kitty corner. I don't know, they kind of say it goes to Dyer, but here it shows it not going to Dyer. But Flagler, it runs right along the eastern border is Flagler, and the north border here shows it as being Wildermere Road. West border is Dixie, and right there, here's Flamingo, here's Grandview, and here's El Cid. El Cid's the smaller of all three of them, and it's also the most expensive. But right on the water, right on Flagler Drive. So it's just really, these are in really great locations.
And as the same with this, most of the homes there were built in the 20s and 30s. It's got a lot of, you're going to see a lot of Mediterranean revival, and the Spanish style homes and the mission style type of home as well. So let's take a look right now. So the big thing on El Cid, it's much closer to the water. It's east of Dixie Highway, just to the north of there, and actually all these properties around there are you're really close to the So El Cid has a lot of like little restaurants too along there, as do the other two, Flamingo Park and Grandview Heights. So they kind of all share that same area along Dixie Highway. But the main thing about it is that El Cid is actually closer to the water. So what does that do? That puts the prices way up there. So in El Cid, you can get into, maybe if you can find a 1,000, 1,200 square foot bungalow, you're going to spend probably close to $1 million or more, actually. And then the prices jump into the $1.5 million. That's if something that's a little bit bigger, a little bit nicer, say a 1,500 square foot home. If you get into the 2 stories, something with maybe a guest house, you're going to be looking at, $3, $4, $5 million. The prices there usually go between $1 million and $6 million. It's really going to have to do with the square footage, the location, if it's closer to the water. Obviously, if you're over on Flagler, you're going to pay a lot more money. But even a block off of the water, these houses here go for quite a bit of money, depending on what you're used to. So if you're coming down here from California or New York, it may not seem like a big deal. So if you're coming where I came from, corn country and the Midwest, it's quite expensive. You're going to actually see what it's like, because I'm going to take you on a drive right now. Now be sure and hit that like and subscribe button again, ring that bell. Now, if you'd want to get a hold of us, the best way would either to give me a call or a text. We'll respond to you very quickly. I'll probably pick up the phone, have a conversation with you to find out what you're actually looking for. Maybe it's not this neighborhood or that neighborhood. Maybe you're looking for oceanfront condos. Whatever it may be, I'll put you in the right direction to find the best property, the best value for you and your family.